Who is Jonathan? What can we learn from his life? Most importantly, how can we become humble in the sight of God? These are the questions we are going to answer in this video. We read in 1 Samuel 18 verse 1 and verses 3 and 4. Now when he had finished speaking to Saul, the soul of Jonathan was knit to the soul of David, and Jonathan loved him as his own soul. Then Jonathan and David made a covenant, because he loved him as his own soul. And Jonathan took off the robe that was on him and gave it to David, with his armor, even to his sword and his bow and his belt. A lot of us can easily ignore Jonathan in the story of David. However, we must not do so because there's one important lesson we can learn from him. It is this: humility. Think about it for a second. It is most likely that Jonathan should be the rightful heir to the throne. He is the eldest son of Saul and should one day receive the kingship of Israel. However, we could see here that Jonathan doesn't care about who will be king. If it had been another person, he could have easily disdained David, who was set to take on the throne. If there's one person who should be afraid or angry toward David, it should be Jonathan. For one day, David will take the crown. However, there's no envy and bitterness in Jonathan. What he has for David is only brotherly love. Jonathan's humility even led him to give his robe and armor to David. In effect, he was saying, "David, you are the next king of Israel. Even to this day, you should be dressed like a prince. Here's my royal robe and armor. These things are rightfully yours." What a great display of humility! May we all have the same spirit of humility as what we can see in Jonathan.